After a couple of weeks in Portugal, visiting attractions, attending and celebrating a wedding, working on the land and the river, and spending some time in nature, our time here at the Minho Alagado was coming to an end. So we packed our suitcases and took the Flixbus to Lisbon. Checked in at our hotel. It's drizzling. We've been dragging our suitcase for the last 10-20 minutes. And here's our hotel. We were going to spend our last days in Lisbon before flying back to Canada. The city of Lisbon, one of the most visited European capital cities. A city steeped in history, exquisite architecture, a vibrant culture, and delicious food. The city was packed with visitors. We did the most touristy activities that one can imagine, like going to the specialty retail store to buy Portuguese canned sardines, or having a typical seafood rice meal at one of the many sidewalk restaurants that line the historic center. We also waited in line among our fellow tourists to ride the iconic yellow Funicular and ascend to Barrio Alto. Introduced in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, these funiculars, along with trams and lifts, allow people to go up and down Lisbon's hills more easily. Nowadays, they have become popular tourist attractions. At the top, a refreshing cold beer and a freshly squeezed orange juice awaited us at a cafe located at the Miradouro São Pedro do Alcantara, with a breathtaking view of the surrounding hills and the river Tagus. Refreshed, we then walked around to experience the old world charm of our European capital city. Lastly, we hopped on the open-top double-decker bus for a tour of the historic center. The Santa Polonia station is the oldest railway terminus in Portugal, on the northern margin of the Tagus River in the historical district of Alfama. Then the bus made its way towards other areas of the city. It was a bit of a whirlwind tour, going from one neighborhood to the next, but at least we could listen to pre-recordings describing the historical and cultural points of the scenes ahead. Although this was a hop-on, hop-off bus tour, in the end, we just stayed on board and watched the passing scenes of city life. People walking or mingling in the plaza, or cafe goers on sidewalk cafes. Children playing in the parks.
Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight.
From our vantage point, we could appreciate the neoclassical style of architecture that characterizes Lisbon. After the 1755 earthquake, the buildings were constructed using neoclassical architecture. This style was known for its grandeur and beauty, and is still a source of inspiration for architects today. Towards the end of the tour, the bus made its way down to Belém, past the world-famous Belém pastry shop and the Jerónimos Monastery, built in the Portuguese Gothic Manuelan style of architecture in the 1500s.
Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind. Get on board. We're soaring on top of the world.
And the next day, we said goodbye to Portugal for now.